is Ashish Rakheja. I'm a consulting engineer from an organization called AEON Integrated Building Design Consultants. We are a multidisciplinary firm into electromechanical and sustainability services. So sustainability is at the heart of everything that we do, and especially in the building industry, it is an important aspect. Today, the building industry is considered to be one of the largest polluters in terms of the carbon emissions and in terms of the environmental footprint that we have. You come across these terms regularly saying that nearly 40% of the global carbon emissions are linked to our industry. So looking at that aspect, sustainability becomes a core of whatever is done in the construction industry. My own area of expertise is engineering, building engineering into electromechanical systems, and especially the air conditioning systems. Now, air conditioning systems alone contribute to nearly 50% to 60% of the building energy consumption, and coupled with it, the environmental footprint of the refrigerants that we use is very, very large. Looking at both the aspects, if we are looking at high performance building, if we are looking at the buildings which have a lower environmental footprint, sustainability has to be at the core, and that's the reason what got me into combining the engineering and sustainability into one. Well, engineering a complex building like an airport or a hotel or a hospital or an office, or coming down to what is relatively considered to be simpler buildings like residential application, the underlying statement is all about doing sustainable designs which have sustainability at the core. What I mean by that is, if you do the designs where you are maximizing or taking the benefits of the environment to its fullest, I would say that is what a sustainable design is all about. Now, let me give you an example. If I'm making a building in a hot climate, I need to ensure my engineering systems or the electromechanical systems that are designed are able to cater to that without having too much of energy consumption. Similarly, if I go to the milder climate also, I need to ensure that I can take the advantage of the climate where we take the benefit of what the climate is offering us. There is a concept today what we call a mixed mode ventilation building. Mixed mode ventilation is all about letting the outside climate come inside to the extent possible. So what that means is, whenever the climate outside is favorable, we should be able to reduce the use of the mechanical system, primarily the air conditioning system, and rely more and more on the natural systems. You can also extend that concept. In fact, today we are challenging the concept of what we used to traditionally call cooling in our climate. Now, India is a hot country, warm country, where cooling is predominant, and whenever we talk of cooling, immediately to our mind comes the concept of a temperature, and that's how we always say we are designing for 24 degrees, we are designing for 25 degrees or a 23 degree. There is a temperature associated with it. But moment you term that word as thermal comfort, the whole concept of comfort changes. You're not talking of a comfort to a person. A comfort to a person can even come in our climate at as high as 30 degree temperature, and you can enhance that comfort by using what we call fans. So sustainability doesn't mean just using expensive gadgets, equipments to bring down the energy consumption. It is also at the core using nature to your advantage. A hot climate, a warm climate can even have misting, or just a water mist being used, and cities like Nagpur, Pune, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, they are all perfect. In fact, entire North India is a perfect climate for using the misting systems and reducing the use of mechanical systems to the extent possible. So sustainability is what gets integrated into whether it's a complex building, whether it's a simple building. The concept remains the same. Bring nature into the building to the extent possible. Obviously, I'm not saying that you start having an operation theater of a hospital with perfectly open environment. That's not the intent. So without compromising on the functionality, use the nature to its maximum. That there's enough technology and knowledge and know-how available today to do that. Well, I have the privilege to be associated with nearly 100 odd platinum rated buildings, green buildings, net zero energy buildings. But believe me, the core of these buildings is all about simplicity in design, about an integrated process where all the design stakeholders, be it the architects, be it the landscape, be it facade, the electromechanical consultants, structure consultants, they work together, bringing their expertise and creating a solution which is perfect for that environment, for that climate. Coupled with it, the most important is monitoring and metering. You can only improve once you know how you're performing, and that's where the metering forms the core. We all hear about the terms like data is the new oil. Well, data is the new oil because once you meter, you have the data available with you. You can mine that data, you can use that oil to make your buildings more and more efficient. So to my 30 years of experience and nearly 25 years of experience of being with the green building movement is keep the design simple, keep them environment friendly, and monitor and improve with that. And that not only educates the users, but also helps you benchmark your buildings amongst the best in the world. So my association with the Indian Green Building Council, IGBC, goes since the time IGBC came into inception from 2001 onwards. As a chairman of its technical committee, I play the role of helping with the technical standards, rating systems, and also with any technical requirements that come up. IGBC has done a wonderful job in terms of bringing the green building movement to India and especially promoting it. And today, when we talk of nearly 13 to 14 billion square feet of green footprint in India, calling ourselves the second largest footprint in the world, IGBC has played its own key role in doing that. ORGATEC has a clear focus on workplace, and we all understand that today nearly 90% of our time is spent indoors, where offices and our workplaces play a key role. ORGATEC is doing that, is growing awareness about it, and especially bringing in associations like INBAC, which is building automation community from India, and other associations like that. I do want to mention here about the INBAC's role in growing awareness about the importance of the building automation systems. These systems have been around for a long time, but with this age of decarbonization, as I mentioned earlier, monitoring and data is going to be an important aspect, and that's where building automation systems need to be more popular, need to become a backbone of every building. And even a program like Vital, which today INBAC is running. Vital is all about looking at the digital resiliency and also the smart building quotient of the buildings. These are important aspects that need to be seen. So ORGATEC is doing a great job of bringing these entities together, and I wish them all the best for the upcoming event.